This is Josh with Huify. In this video, we are going to cover tasks inside the HubSpot CRM. This is one of the best features inside the HubSpot CRM because as long as you use it correctly, you will always know what you need to do each day and what is to come. In this video, we are going to talk about tasks in your HubSpot CRM. Tasks help you determine what's next, so you always know every single thing you need to do, even though you might be talking to 30, 40, 50, 60 leads at a given time. So this is a very crucial tool for your success when using the CRM. We've covered the productivity tab before in a previous video, but let's do a quick overview. The productivity tab will show you what you are doing and it will compare it to the previous month's activity. So we have calls, emails sent, meetings scheduled, and tasks due. So here's kind of where you can see a quick overview, but let's also scroll up and click on the tasks tab. So if we go all the way over to almost all the way over to the right here, we'll click on tasks and we'll show exactly what needs to happen and what is overdue. There are a few different ways to add tasks. So let's talk about it from this view first, and then we'll jump into the individual contact view, which we'll get into in just a second. This view gives you a quick overview of what tasks need to happen and what has not been completed quite yet. So you can view it in a table form, in a board like a progress form, and in a daily agenda. Personally, I like the day at a glance because it tells me exactly what I need to do today versus tomorrow, and I can also see what tasks I might need to catch up on. Adding a task is really easy. Click Add Task. You can decide what status it is currently at. You could be maybe in progress with a task, something like that. Determine the due date, the time, who it's assigned to. So maybe when I'm writing proposals, I don't always want to necessarily write a task for myself to tell one of my team members to help me write a proposal. I could just easily go down here and say, okay, I'm gonna assign this to Will, and then Will will be cued in on what tasks he has, like help Josh write proposal. So I'm gonna put that down here. Help Josh create proposal. We personally don't do proposals anymore, so I'm gonna put draft contract, but you get the picture. Then I can associate it with who I'm referring to. So I'm gonna go ahead and choose another one of our team members here, John Gilardi. You can see John's cool little headshot there. Select him and add company. Let's go ahead and add the wonderful Huify to the mix. And deal, right now we don't need to worry about deal because we don't currently have any open deals for Huify. But let's just assume we did. So I'm just gonna add another random deal in here. Let's see, we'll just add that one real quickly. Okay, so now I'm gonna save it. I didn't really put a due date, so let me put a due date. I'm gonna put today's date and I'm gonna put it at this time. Okay, perfect. So now I can add that deal. Since I didn't assign it to myself, I assigned it to a team member. This will be put in my team members task list, and it'll even send them an email when they're coming up on their task saying, hey, you have a task due. But not to worry about that right now. I think we've done a good overview of how to add a task from the task tool. So let's dive in and do it from an individual contact. So let's go over to John. Put in John. Okay, so we're gonna go over to John, and you can see that I can have access to all the information that has been completed here. We can see what kind of information he's filled out on the site. We can see what deals, the companies the company he's associated to, any attachments I might have added, and of course we can sync it with a Google Drive folder for easy access. Since we're gonna add a task, usually I'm adding a task while I'm in the middle of a call. So I might be in a call with John right here, and at any time I can navigate over and create task and do exactly what we just did, but I'm gonna assign this one to myself. So I'm gonna do create a draft contract, and I need to have this done by end of day today. So I'm gonna put it at 4 o'clock, giving myself kind of an hour buffer from when I get the email. So I'm gonna save that task. Cool thing is it'll log it here as a task, as well as it'll log it inside my tasks view right here. And you can see create a draft contract, there's John. So that's probably the easiest way to create a task. Of course, I can always delete that task by opening it up right here, and I can always move it along in the progress by clicking on the status. Awesome! Now you know how to log tasks and keep track of what needs to happen after every sales call. Find more videos like this one, click below. You can also follow us on Twitter @TeamHuify, and we'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.